Nice.
Yo, my bad.
So now, is it recording now?
Yeah, it's recording now.
So
So it's
now
live.
we're
Okay, so we just had some technical issues. I was like, wait, the button's not going. All right, so what I was saying was we're here with my friend, Derek, also my sensei and a local business owner of 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu here in Bellevue, Nebraska, 1512 Harlan Drive. And I was saying how we started coming here about 7 years ago with my oldest daughter. When she was having some issues in elementary school, I put a word out to Derek. We used to go to Bellevue East together for a bit. So I put a word out to him on Facebook, shot him a message, told him what the issues were that we were having. And he invited us out for a trial membership at the dojo. My daughter started, and we've been coming religiously for 7 years. Myself personally, I've been doing it for about 14 or 15 months. I'm mad at myself. Well, not mad at myself, but I try to live with no regret. But this is one thing that I wish I would have started years ago, at least when my daughter started, so I could be where I want to be. But it's, patience. That's one big thing that I've learned from Jiu-Jitsu is to be patient. I always say that you can't start out in Jiu-Jitsu as a black belt. There's no shortcuts, no excuses. The only way for me to get where I need to be is to keep coming to class. So I'm here at lunch. We just did lunch class. I don't know if you can see, but I'm sweating. But so, like I said, 7 years we've been coming as a family. And I was asking Derek how long you had been doing martial arts and jiu-jitsu.
I've been doing martial arts since I was a little kid, so most of my life now, about 30 years. And I've been doing jiu-jitsu for probably close to 15 years, like steady jiu-jitsu.
So how many different backgrounds have you studied in?
I grew up as a military brat, so we moved all the time. So it afforded me the option to train often and train in different martial arts styles. So I got a pretty eclectic background. Really fortunate my father was in the Air Force, so we lived all over the country and gave me the chance to learn from a lot of really cool teachers.
Okay, and then you obviously had a passion for it.
Absolutely.
And you started, so one thing I want to touch on a little later is how long Derek has been in business as a jiu-jitsu. Has it always been jiu-jitsu?
It's always been martial arts.
Okay.
It's always been martial arts. We were a little bit more mixed when we first started teaching a little bit of all the different arts that I had learned. But over the years, I just really fell in love with jiu-jitsu more. So now I primarily teach jiu-jitsu.
Okay, and so like you said, he's been doing it since he was a kid. I want to touch on how long he's been doing it a little later, but right now I want to take you to the history and the background. Like you started like in your garage, right? Like when you started instructing?
My school, my business. Yeah. So I started essentially teaching neighborhood kids in my mother's garage, and it overfilled, and eventually turned into a business.
Man, and from starting out in his garage, what I often talk about is small businesses and how in the first 3 years, some of those businesses fall apart for whatever reasons. Maybe it's financial. Maybe they decide it's not what they actually want to do. Maybe they get burned out, whatever it is. But this man has been in business it's about to be or just past 10 years, right?
Well, it'll be 10 years of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, but our school has actually been around for 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
Boom. So what do you credit to like that longevity when I talk about like a lot of small businesses closing within those first couple of years?
I'd probably say passion.
Passion?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have a passion for it. Like, so do you feel like they always say, find something that you love to do and you never work a day in your life? Do you feel that to be true?
It definitely is true. I think no matter what, it's work, though.
Yeah.
I think there's a grand disillusion of being an entrepreneur. It's a lot of work. It's more work than a 9 to 5, but after you put in that work, the rewards are. I can't even. I'll never go work a 9 to 5. There's no way.
Right. Yeah.
I'll work 100 hours a week, no problem.
Yeah.
Because I'm not working technically, But there's no way I would do 9 to 5.
And just so you know, like getting here and having people on the mats, that's just like what you see on the front. There's still like the actual business side. There's a lot of work in addition to the dojo life. You also run Submission Challenge, right?
Yeah.
Which is a competition how often do you travel with the Submission Challenge?
It varies, It kind of goes seasonal. Depends on the seasons are kind of going on. One of the great things about being a small business owner is, I get to put my family first in a lot of things. So it really depends on my family schedule and what we have to do.
And speaking of family, like that's one thing that I really appreciate about the dojo is the family feel of it. Like I always say dojo family. Like as an adult, going through life, you know, when you're in high school and things like that, you can meet a ton of different people. But when you get to be an adult, you're not always put in situations where you meet new people all the time.
It's hard to have a positive community.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people will find religion in church.
This is
and
not
others-
church.
Yeah, and for a lot of people on the mat, they find a lot of really healthy benefits on the mat. And to be around a group of people who are like-minded like that, it's more
Community.
nothing but positive growth, you know?
Right.
It's infectious. It helps you.
And I believe there's nothing like it. Like, I've genuinely made friends that I've gone out to dinner with. We just went out last Monday night with the Lyman's. You know, we had dinner with those guys. We've been over to their house. We've gone out to dinner multiple times with the Blues. I always say Dojo family. Shoot, Wednesday night, a newer guy, Dan, you know, he's called a couple times. He needed a ride home. I was like, yeah, man, I got you. I actually asked him because I saw in the chat on Monday he asked if anybody could give him a ride, and he stayed in South O. I stay in South O, so I was like, hey, man, you need a ride tonight? He's like, nah, I'm good. My brother's coming to pick me up. And then we got out a little early for Valentine's Day, so he needed a ride home. So I took him home, man, and he was like, oh, thank you, man. Like, nobody ever helps me out and stuff. And I was like, dude, it's Dojo family, man.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
and to get kind of an understanding of it, like myself outside of the dojo, I'm kind of like a germaphobe. Like, people think I'm a germaphobe. I don't like other people, like touching food that other people have touched, or I don't want to eat that. Something about coming to the dojo, like, I don't care. Like, if I get my mouthpiece knocked out, I put it right back in my mouth. Like, you know, you see athletes on TV and stuff, they do that, and you're like, oh man, he just put it right back in his mouth. Dude, that's what, like, I don't worry about it getting sweat on me. It's not, you don't even think about that when you're out here. Like, it's all about focusing on yourself and how you can get better, and just making your teammate or your sparring partner better. Like, that's one thing that I really love and appreciate about it, man. Like,
Thank you, man.
I've always been, and I'm always sending you texts and stuff saying thank you. Like, I've always been a happy dude, but like coming to the dojo has like heightened that. Like, every day is a good day, man. I just appreciate every day, and especially when I'm able to make it to the dojo. So I always thank you.
Absolutely, man.
I say I feel
Anytime.
indebted.
Anytime.
So,
No, you being here, that's huge.
man, I love it. Well, one thing, you know, MMA in general has come a long way from where it used to be back in the day with like Ken Shamrock and all, Dan the Beast Severin, No Rules and all that. So it's become more popular. You'll see fights on Fox or FS1 or whatever it is. Do you still feel like there's kind of a misconception or like something that people don't really understand about the world of like jiu-jitsu or martial arts in general?
You know, I think there'll probably always be some sort of misconceptions with some of these things, you know. It's just, you know, the viewers vary, you know what I mean? You get different, you know, levels of education among your viewers, you know what I'm saying? So I think I think Joe Rogan has done an amazing job of educating the viewers of what this grappling art is. He does a great job of constantly expressing the importance of grappling. He makes sure that the audience knows if you're booing that, you know, that's whack, you don't do that. He's really good about educating people. So I think because of that, and I think with Dana White and these guys being, you know, martial arts fans and a lot of them martial artists themselves, that I think they want the crowd educated. You know, a more educated crowd is way more involved, enjoys it more, is a more excited fan. You know, I mean, it pays for them to be educated. So I think it's definitely not like it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and with that, you know, that educated client or fan out in the audience.
And you know, that's what's really cool too is, you know, I don't know how many other sports like that are, you know, basketball, you can't go train with, you know, Michael Jordan, the top dogs out there, you know, but if you're in an art like jiu-jitsu, you could go train and be involved with those top guys, you know, the idols of our sport. You know, we're afforded those opportunities. And so I think when people figure out that that's how that sort of community works, they, you know, train for life. And so, you know, Joe Rogan, again, such a massive thing that he's done to educate people about jiu-jitsu. It's helped a lot of people in more than one way. You know, he doesn't get enough credit, honestly, for all the work he's actually done.
Yeah.
He could have said wrestling on everything, but he says jiu-jitsu, you know.
Right.
Just like Eddie says, you know, so.
Well, and you know, you're talking about being, I was going to say the fans being educated. I think, and not booing and things like that. I think it's crucial to understand. It's like there's a lot of thinking involved. It's not just going out there and like trying submissions. You actually human chess. Like you have to think, if I do this, then he's probably going to do this. So you have to think a couple of moves ahead instead of, if you're in the moment, if you're going against a guy who's got time in on the mats, like they're doing whatever they're doing at that point in time, but they're thinking ahead of that next move. So you have to come, and that's where it comes in and getting in the routine of being in class and getting that knowledge and that muscle memory to know, okay, if I move like this, he's probably going to move like that. And it also creates a better environment for the fans when maybe, they would sometimes boo and think the match is moving kind of slow. There's a reason that they're moving kind of slow, because you can't just always go.
Yeah.
That's how you get caught.
Yeah.
So
you got to have respect for people and work in their craft. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's definitely a legit thing. It takes time, and like I said, patience, if nothing else, not only like in the dojo, but in life and in business. I reflect on this a lot because I know that if you want it, they always say anything worth having is worth working for. Like, instant gratification is something that I often talk about, and people kind of always want in the now society that we live in. Things like this, they take time, and there's no shortcut at all. Like, you can't get to where Derek, you can't start like a year ago like myself and like expect to be where Derek is at. This dude's put in, like, he said it's a lifestyle. He's been doing this, been in business for 12 years and been doing it since he was a kid. So, I mean, that's what it is, man. Can you tell, like, one of your fondest memories about being in martial arts?
Teaching my kids. I get to share my passion with my kids. That's probably the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Nothing beats that.
Yeah.
Nothing beats that.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That is, me just being able to watch my kids, like, and I know last year my daughter, when she participated in her first tournament, like, I'm an emotional dude. Like, I almost cried when she was on, right? Like, just watching her, and like, she was so calm and just like collected. And
you're more nervous than they are.
Yeah, man, it's so crazy. Like that, like, I don't know what it is, man. You want so much for your kids, and like,
you should show them what's going on.
Yeah, just so you guys say, oh, he just tapped.
Oh,
he just tapped.
He just finished.
Sorry. So just in case you guys wonder what was going on in the background.
Yeah.
I wanted to get this in real quick, though, because big congratulations. I wanted to get this in soon because Derek, has a new addition to the family coming in. It was a couple weeks now away, right?
Son in a couple weeks, yeah.
So congratulations, his first son, third child.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. So I wanted to make sure, even though I did a video yesterday, I wanted to make sure that we had time to get it, because I know after that new baby comes, like, he's gonna be running around. Like, if you see this dude every day, he's always running around. Like, if he's not on the mats, he's like, man, I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that. So I want to make sure to pin him down.
Sometimes,
and that's why you have help now. You got a couple people, Christine and Deborah helping out. So
Aunt Lopez.
Yeah, and all the coaches. Man, if you are around the Omaha area, come to Bellevue, come and check out 10 Planet. You will have fun. Like, you got free trials, right?
Yeah. The first class is always free. We have trials, so you can try it out. I'm a real proponent of doing things as fair as I can. So just come down.
Come down, check it out. If you don't even want to participate, look, they've got big windows over here. You can just come and look through the window and check it out. Everybody is nice. One thing that I always want to push about martial arts, and like this dojo in particular, because I don't have experience at other dojos, is it's not about like always winning and beating other people, your opponent. We're teammates.
Yeah.
Everybody's teammates. Even though you might not be going to a competition, we're all still teammates, and we're here to make each other better. And that's what it's about, and that ties back to that dojo family. It's a really tight-knit group. I mean, everybody's not buddy-buddy outside of the dojo, but once you step on the mat, we all have the same goals as far as getting better. I mean, we have different individual goals, but as a team, we all are here to get better. I mean, absolutely. Birds of a feather, man. What else could you want besides some other people to push you to be your better self? That's why I'm here.
Man, you sell this thing better than I can.
Man.
Awesome.
Man, a gift of gab, man. That's what I got. So, well, I don't want to take too much more of your time, man. So, is there anything else that you would like to tell anybody who might watch this?
Well, if you're interested in trying martial arts, obviously come check us out anytime. And for you guys who are trying to grow your business and are in business, stay after it. Don't give up.
Yep.
Stay after it.
So once again, 1512 Harlan Drive, Bellevue, Nebraska. What's the website?
Simsdojo.com. SIMSDOJO.com.
And then they're also on, you're not very active on Twitter, but
Nah,
they're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
10th Planet Omaha.
10th Planet
on Instagram.
Omaha.
Yeah.
Check us out. That's what it's about, man. Thank you so much. I'm always indebted.
Thank you, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Peace out, y'all. Have a great day. Smile, have fun. Help other people smile and have fun. Yeah.
This is